There is a fifth dimension.
About the unknown.
Beyond that which is known to man.
The Garden of Thought.
The Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace.
Unexplained.
Mythologies.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
The Garden of Thought with Jeff Lippman.
Eventually, our sun will grow cold and go out.
You're listening to something much bigger, something hidden in plain sight.
It won't just take us. It'll take Marilyn Monroe and Lao Tzu and Einstein. All of us was for nothing, unless we go to the stars.
What you're about to learn will completely change the way you experience your mind, your thoughts, and yourself.
Let's make sure that history never forgets the name.
The Garden of Thought.
Welcome to a very special Gospel of Thomas. I bet you missed the Gospel of Thomas because last episode I did a solo show with Ricky Reyes, and I hope it was good. I think it was good, but me by myself, that's not what the heart of the show is. But he was on Lucha Underground, so it still counts on my little lipstick case. So this week, Thomas is back, and we have our first sitting, defending, reigning world champion. We've had former world champions. We've had Tyrus. We've had EC3. They're world champions. Probably.
We've had number one contenders as well.
We've had number one contenders, and you're probably number one contender right now as we sit here. In fact, you sort of lost to this man. We have Mads Atrosity Krule, a man of many names, but Mads Krügger, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
The last true independent professional wrestler out there, in my mind.
Dude, with that schedule.
Over to Phoenix on a red eye, just clocking up miles, showing up the next day in like New Jersey unannounced. This man has a family. Like, so does your family see you? Are you just putting in miles? What are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, they see me a couple days a week, bro. You know? But yeah, I just got back from Canada this morning. So I just got back in. I was in Texas Saturday and Atlanta Friday and flew to Ottawa yesterday. So
I love that. So as someone who's actually seeing the country in real independent wrestling on a lot of different levels, tell us the difference between let's say an MLW in Los Angeles compared to, you know, wherever you're at in Dallas or, you know, up in New Jersey somewhere.
Well, you know as well as I do. I think the stress level is a little different on TV day. You know, there's a lot more work to be done, a lot more behind the scenes things happening, a lot more moving parts. It's a longer day. Mm-hmm. So it's a little easier, I think. It's just take Friday or Saturday, for example. Had some flight delays. I didn't actually get to Texas until 8:00. The show started at 8:00. I roll up to the building at 8:30, got dressed, put the match together, and did semi-main. So couldn't have done it. Would have been a lot harder to do that on TV day. Could we have done it? Sure, but we probably would have had a lot of stuff we didn't get to tape, a lot of stuff we didn't get to do, and so it's a little different, you know. And you like I said, you know that as well as I do, man. It's a long TV's a long day.
Yeah. Do you feel like I'm going to try to word this in the nicest way possible. Do you feel like some of the boys, maybe who haven't made it to an MLW or ROH or that level, even maybe like a Beyond Wrestling, treat you a little different, maybe because you're on MLW, and more so now because you got the strap, brother?
You always have that.
Everyone's so much nicer.
You always have. Yeah, you're always going to have that. You're always going to have that. You know, I think it's in any business. You know, if we work in an office together and, you know, I got promoted, guess what? When you come back in Monday morning, you know, hey, that chick from down the hall, all of a sudden that chick from down the hall wants to have coffee with you that morning. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, that's you, but you have to navigate that as a professional. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got to understand those people and what that means, and be careful, because guess what? Everybody doesn't have good intentions when they're glad handing you on the back. So, and I hate to say it like that. I don't mean that, because there's a lot of guys I love to work with, but not everybody's got your best interest at heart.
You know what I'm really impressed with? That your voice is not scratchy, because your wrestling voice has to be really difficult on your voice backs. Do you come from like a music? Were you a singer or something where you have that larynx?
Listen, no, I can't sing for shit, bro. And I will sing karaoke if you give me enough drinks, and you'll find out. But no singers in the family at all, actually. So it was just something I kind of, I guess, I kind of started working on it. Yeah. What's that?
Are you addicted to lozenges?
No, and it's funny you say that, because that probably that's why I lose my voice after shows sometimes, especially MLW. That makes so much sense. I'm fucking straining my voice.
Well, yeah. I mean, you will die and I will defeat you. It's like Lord Humongous there. By the way, is Lord Humongous, was the Road Warrior sort of like a inspiration for you?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? That was, a lot of this gimmick, especially when it came into fruition, I was like, all right, where do we go? What are we looking for here? And I leaned in, of course, the horror vibes, leaned into the Jason and the stuff like that, but definitely Mad Max. And I've always been a fan of Mad Max since I was a kid. So
you realize there's a mini atrocity behind you.
I know, dude. He's hanging. His mom's not here, so
that's fine.
He's gonna be a part of the podcast. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, kids,
don't hold back. He hears worse from me.
All right, what's your wrestling name? What's your
wrestling name?
Krule Jr. KJ. Kids booked already.
Worked out for Brody Lee Jr. So I guess there's that.
But you had some controversy this week. We're going to be on a little bit of a tape delay, so this doesn't come out today. But can we talk the pros and cons of artificial intelligence right now?
We can, dude. We might as well.
Or do you have an apology in your notes app that you're going to post on the Twitter machine?
I deleted it all. I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I can't see any more of this shit. What a blanket, I did make a blanket statement, and it is what it is. The post that I made was, it's just like the internet or anything else has come out from the beginning of time. It's here. It's not going away. I mean, everything we use already uses it. Every time you make a tweet, guess what? You're feeding an algorithm that makes money off of ads that pays for the AI on that app. So if you really hate it that much, you may want to just throw away your phone completely. So, but I do agree with what some of the people's argument was. I don't want to take away people's jobs. It's not going to kill my artists, because I'm still going to use my artists. It's not going to kill my camera guys, because I'm still going to pay to shoot my own stuff. I'm not going to use AI to shoot anything. Mm-hmm. But people look for a reason to get mad sometimes.
I think it's no different than Googling something. Like, I mean, at some point in life, I'm telling someone to Google it. My grandfather's telling me to pull up the encyclopedia, and there's like a disconnect on that. And I absolutely think there's a million ways AI can make my life easier. I'm not saying I use it on a daily basis, but there's certain things, and to the point where some people are almost using it as a Google feature, which I'm not sure if I agree with or not. But like you said, there's pros and cons of everything. There's definitely anything that makes my life easier and, less shit that I have to do. I'm all for, but there are some negative shit. I see these stupid videos and I see people getting tricked by the internet already. And the AI video is not even good and they're already getting tricked. So like, I kind of worry about what is to come and how I'm going to have to disconnect from social media, because I just assume that everything's fake.
Right. And how much of the AI, you just said it, like, how much of it can you trust? If you ask, I played with it. I mean, because it's new, and I'm interested in anything that it's new, especially when it comes to technology. And I played with it, and different ones will give you different answers to questions because they're controlled by a different source. So there's still a control to it. And now you have to think about that. Like, okay, so this one's being controlled by this company, and so they're only going to allow their AI to give these kinds of answers, and that's not good. So I mean, right now there's really no regulation on it. Just kind of like the internet when it was just a free for all. We were all downloading music and burning CDs from LimeWire. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a free for all.
With that being said, there will be no changes to AI for another minimum 10 years because the big beautiful bill passed, and for some reason that was just mixed in there. But I'm not.
Isn't that interesting? Is it that interesting?
Too political. So there's no guidelines to this. It's just have at it, figure it out while you can. No. Hopefully it doesn't figure out how to guess my PIN number.
Right, exactly.
Is the same,
and it already has
of all empires.
It knows my
power brokers can't get along, and we've already seen it. I mean, Peter Thiel hates Elon Musk, and Elon Musk hates him, and Bezos. They all hate each other. Zuckerberg, I mean, sometimes they like Trump, sometimes they hate Trump, sometimes he likes them, sometimes he hates them. So, it's like the world is never enough. I think that was a James Bond movie. But I want to frame this because this will be about 10 days, before it drops. I still haven't dropped the one with Ricky, for God's sake. Although it's ready. So this was on the heels of the story that Mr. Thomas's friend Dave Meltzer broke, saying that WWE had experimented with using AI for storylines, which apparently was a false.
I didn't see that. That's the thing.
You were busy this weekend. You were at work all weekend. This kind of came out.
Oh my God. Wait, so I made this post at the same time this happened?
This is why. This is why the timing of all this is immaculate, because I love that you're blind to the subject.
No wonder everybody hates me. Okay.
The back end of the internet, everyone thinks that. What was the story, Jeff? That it suggested that Bobby Lashley, not with the company, come back and be like over obsessed with Japan and Japanese culture.
Well, but actually, he thought Bobby Lashley still worked for WWE. It did not. So Gronk.
So was my mother. What's
well,
is the alarm?
In my dreams, so do I. But anyway, yes, he would come. He would return as a man that was obsessed with Japanese culture. So basically, he would become 50 and Yasugai, the Black Samurai. So that would be, which actually isn't that unusual, because half the people I know who like anime are African Americans. So hey, big deal. But anyway,
it's not that far off.
Yeah,
it's just the age gap. I would rather be Xavier Woods than Big E, and that's only because age is a thing. That's all.
Well, but Bobby Lashley, I would rather Big E be able to do anything like that.
Listen,
period.
They put something in the water up there in Cornelia, man. Slim J and Xavier, like all those guys that come out of Wild Side, none of them AJ. They're like. Maybe I got some of it too. I was there for a little while, so maybe I got a little bit of that magic.
There you go. The elixir. So that
chest hair too. All those guys you mentioned have awesome chest hair. I don't know what that, but like phenomenal.
Okay, all right then. Very good. So yeah, so you posted basically, it's here, so we need to learn how to adapt, and everyone's like basically like hitting you up for whatever art or whatever they produce. They assume that you were attacking them or their niche directly. And a couple times I'm like, I really don't think that the man is making any grand moral statement. I think that he's just stating that the technology is here. People are going to use it. Companies are going to use it. And if you don't, you're going to be like me, the kid who in 1990 said, computers aren't going to be a thing. And I've been behind ever since. But, and you're right now at that cusp. So it's funny that you were not inspired by the actual controversy that was going on.
I had no idea, man. That's great. This is this is so much fun now. So yeah, it makes so much more sense. I did not see that at all, which is funny as hell. I actually thought, I thought the heat come from, and it did, was Atticus Kogar had made a completely AI promo video about the feud that we're having at GCW, and I just debuted there recently, and so he made this completely AI generated promo, and it I thought it was great. It was supposed to look like a dream state type of thing. So it wasn't supposed to look real to begin with. And so I thought that's what it was. But, I'm sure it was some of that. But now I know that, that there was some other trigger points as well.
Yeah.
Not to keep dragging this out, but like I think the same concept of like how we use CGI for movies and things like that. Like, where is the separation of like, yes, I know like Superman's not really flying, but like there's some in between. And it's fucking wrestling. Like it's right. We're making magic in movies anyway. Like, let's figure it out. There's a middle place. Yes. It's just not right now. It's just too soon.
No, there is a middle place for all it. And like I said, well, that was the point. Like, hey, we got to navigate it. We're going to figure it out. What happens when they decide they want to just AI generate our voice into promos? Sure. Because we're out there, because it's happened. Wink, wink.
What
You know
about
what I'm
that
saying?
contract that somebody signed 20 years ago that gave the likeness rights forever, and all of a sudden you're having Prime Hulk Hogan feuding with Prime Stone Cold Steve Austin, and nobody needs to be hired, period. I mean,
Exactly.
that's
Like
fair.
just to
I'm
protect them.
cool with that as long as it's on some type of headset and only one person can watch it at a time when they pay money. But don't feed that to me as a normal price.
As long as the guys are still getting paid, I would be fine. Or somebody's family member is getting paid, as long as, but if they just stealing, that goes back to what we were talking about before we went on the air. If these people who are artists, who are making art of us many times and selling it independently without anybody ever knowing it, happens. We know it happens. How could we don't get compensated for that? That's not right either.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
Just steers us away from the professional wrestling world, Mr. Jeff.
I would love to. And if anyone wants to hear more of my opinions, and I'm a bit of a panicist on AI, you can listen to the other Garden of Thought shows where I talk about practically every single show. Mr. Fitz and everywhere. All right. So first thing, this is easy. It should be easy. Champ, do you have a funny Mr. Thomas story?
No, God, no.
Oh, I don't think I really. Funny in a sense of like, dude, we've had some good times. So like, I think last, well, no, like we just, I don't know, we always chucking it up. So but I don't have anything I remember distinctly that was embarrassing for him. Thomas is a
like
pro,
sleeping in the back of an Uber.
dude. Listen, Thomas is that guy. I mess with him all the time. I'm like, you need to be out here on the indies with me, and he just shakes his head. And he's like, I'm right where I want to be.
I'm going home, bro.
Hey, I don't. Hey,
Right back to right cave.
I mean, even when he said he was available on X, he insulted the world by saying, "But I'm available for shindy dates." So
I will say I did reach out this very weekend. Someone was working like a show in South Dakota. Alex Kane, shout out Alex Kane, and I reached out to him and said, like, give this promoter my email address. There's no other reason for me to go to South Dakota or that area of the country ever. So if I can con someone to buying my flight, I will work for cheap, give you a good show. If I can just like bounce around and see 4 states that would never take me there, like only wrestling would take me to the middle of the country,
right.
Where there's a caucus somewhere to nominate a candidate somewhere. But Mads, as a big dude, how do you navigate eating on the road? Because you're on the road 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week at this point. It's like getting out of your bag and out of the airport, and how much do you hate it?
I hate it, dude. It's so bad. It's the worst, and that's probably why I can never like. I'll have a really good run. I know that I've noticed, and you're right. Like during the slow time of the year, maybe especially coming up, right? November slow down, December really slows down. That's when I get in the best shape.
Yep.
Like because I'm on a steady workout plan. I'm on a steady diet. But no, it's hard, dude. And I'm getting better at it, after it's just, it's hard to pack that much food. You're going for 4 days. You can't pack that much food and travel with it. So you've got to try to figure out where can I eat? What can I eat? What are the things you can go get quick late at night? Cause we're to get done to 11, 12 o'clock at night. So Waffle House is my best friend because you can eat the shit out of eggs there, all day, every day. And I do. I bet I eat Waffle House 3, 4 times a week. Ooh. Like, so. But I mean, you don't have to order the trash. There's eggs. They have eggs.
Oh, you eat steak and eggs for sure.
All day, every day. So
I like that. I remember hearing this Ryback story of how you said he would go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get fucking 300 boneless nugs and just have a week. And like weird stuff like that always sticks it out. And like, blessing and curse. I'm not on the road as much as you guys are, but like I couldn't imagine being in a car, putting in miles and like trying to not only eat clean, but like eat enough.
Right.
I have this big thing where when I'm home and I eat 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, like I'm in and out of the fucking hopper all day. So I couldn't imagine being, in a rental on the road, out of building, trying to stuff my face and like, recycle it properly as the day goes on. So it's tough. I think some people forget that they think life on the road, you're in hotels, you're in an airport. It's like not everything's first class at the Hyatt. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's hard to find food and you're in a no man's land town where shit closes at 8, 9 o'clock, before the show starts, let alone, when the show's over. So life ain't easy.
Oh yeah, dude. And that's what you're exactly right. I mean, these indie promotions, the fact that they're flying us in, period, it speaks volumes to the, what they're doing. Appreciate the hell out of them. Cause, I look at it sometimes, I'm like, there's no way, somebody lost money here, unless they had sponsors or something. But like, because I take all that into consideration. I'm a businessman. I don't want people losing money bringing me places.
We want to come back. We want to come back.
Right. So I take all that into consideration. And you're right. You don't get the opportunity to eat good all the time. So you do have to figure it out. I ate Buffalo Wild Wings Saturday night, and I ate about 26 wings, I think. So like that's that. I knew I had an opportunity to pack it in right then, and I did. So you just do what you can do.
Oh yeah, Jeff. I know you got a list.
That's all right. When you were in WW, did you ever overlap there or anywhere else with PJ Black? He was the first co-host of this show.
I don't think so. Maybe it's Logan Creed back in the day.
Yeah, he was Justin Gabriel. No, it's all right. I was going to ask if everyone has a funny PJ story, and they're actually funny. But it's all right.
Only because he's a nut, though. He's a crazy person. He's like the equivalent to our Paul London. Like he's a Paul London.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, best guy in the world.
Yeah, he's a darewolf. I mean, he does crazy things, and like I actually texted with him yesterday, and like he asked me to remind him of something he did, and he's like, yeah, that does sound like me. Anyway, he actually said he misses being on the podcast, but he doesn't even have time to work out anymore. I'm like, well, you need to work out. I have. It doesn't matter. It might be categorized as a man crush. Anyway, so. Do you have any plans for Atlas 3i? I've heard from Avi Loeb. He's all over the internet and everywhere. He's that Harvard physicist who sort of went rogue and is saying that Oumuamua was a probe, and he says this is obviously a spacecraft. And as of October 29th, everything's going to change. So today is October 20th.
It's just my cousins, man. It's just my cousins. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait. Is it like your Southern boy cousins, or is it like your atrocity?
No, it's my real cousins. Yeah. That's an inside IWTV Jerry joke. Jerry that runs IWTV. He thinks I'm an alien. He's convinced. He does, because he doesn't understand.
No, he's from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, which there's
exactly. Exactly. No, we were sitting together in a bar one night after a ICW show, and I was like, just been through the ringer, right? I mean, during the match, pouring blood, and then we're sitting there at a bar, and I'm fully dressed, nice clothes. You couldn't tell I'd ever bled at all that day. And he just kind of looks at me. He's like, "Are you not bleeding anywhere anymore?" I was like, "No, dude, I'm fine." I was like, "That shit's already healing." And he's like, "You're an alien, aren't you?" And then ever since, like, he's just convinced. He's like, "Yep, that's what it is." He's like, "You're."
What kind of alien are you? Pleiadian? Are you?
I'm a gray. Evidently, I'm one of the grays.
Well,
which kind of checks
gray. Most of them are short.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, the grays are tall, right? The grays are the tall ones.
Depends who you talk to. I've talked to a lot of experts, and I have a lot of discrepancy in the expertise. I don't know, so maybe you should.
Well, he told me the grays were tall, so I just went with it, man. I'm just going off what he said. So
yeah, well, the Pleiadians are definitely tall. They're like the Elvic,
Well, maybe that's what it is.
They're like
they just left me. They left me here. I hope they're going to let me know what I am. But yeah, they're coming back. I don't know if they're picking us up or what they're doing.
Oh, it's like ET. This is so sad. No wonder you're mad. No wonder you're mad. Yeah, I get it now. So no plans between now and the 29th. You're all good. You're all set. Any advice for the rest of us?
No, it's going to be fine, man. Just like every other. It's just another blank. It's just another smoke and mirror story for us, man. Like everything else they do. That's all it is.
Where the heck is Joseph Samael? Where's Joseph Samael?
Oh, he's back. And have you heard?
No.
We got him back. We got him back.
I'm so excited. I saw his gravestone at Slaughterhouse, and I said Shadow should be mad that she shouldn't have one, and she's like, you should too. I'm like, I agree.
I think he's done from the ring. Most likely.
I think so too. We say that, man, and as well as I do, he's gonna get that itch. He's probably already got it.
Yeah, so managing a world champion sounds really good on paper. Coming from someone who has.
Right, that's right.
Listen, I opened up a PWI magazine in a Walmart somewhere. I don't know where me and my old lady were, and I flipped to the rankings section in the back. And beknownst to me, I was like the top number 6 manager in the country up until that point. And here I was bitching that I'm not featured on the poster. Random. PWI top 10 manager. Like, all right, on my resume forever now. Thank you.
You're like the modern day Diamond Dallas Page and Colonel Robert Parker. You're too tall to be a manager.
Who would have thought?
Dude, Tom, I'll say this. I know this is now I'm saying stuff to y'all, but like how I think it was so cool that whole run you had with Alex, and then coming out of that, like you remember the first time I was there, the first run, to now, and like now how you're being used, and I was putting you over on a podcast like 2 weeks ago. I was like, dude, this guy, like if he was on the Indies, he'd be every bit as big as the thing is now. And I know that's your choice. You don't want to do it, but you would be. But
what? Maybe people convince me to come out the house every once in a while. But I do appreciate it. I do. I think
I love to see you in these big matches now. I love to see you and working with us and doing all the shit we like to do. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome.
You guys do fun stuff with weapons. Yeah. I would like to say for the record, my nephew says he's no longer watching wrestling after you gave me an electric chair and I suplexed somebody off the top. He said he couldn't take it anymore.
I'm just glad you're still here with us, brother.
Take it anymore. I said, me neither, buddy. Thank you.
He knows that was C.W. Anderson, right?
Okay. Say that again. I'm sorry. Little one.
I just want to make sure his nephew knows the difference between him and C.W. Anderson.
For sure.
I mean, it's not one of the great mysteries. All right. So Joseph Samael is back. So that's breaking news, which, may have been broken by now, but
I'm not sure if they broke it or not. I may have, or maybe oops.
Listen, we've broken news before here. We don't look to, but we have. I mean, we're not, this is not a news show, but in times of conversation, listen, I've had people from the NWA say, hey, we're getting a TV deal, engage in Twitter. It's going to help us. And they got a TV deal. They weren't keeping it secret. They're like, help us.
Right.
So, stuff like that. And it's all good. So this is not normally something I care about, but there was just like a jewel heist on the hlove, and they like get broken using like one of those like levers that people use to clean windows or whatever, and escaped on dirt bikes, like a la the show Animal Kingdom, which used to be on for TNT. It's like, how the heck does that happen in 2025 in the hlove, where you can just like fake your way onto one of those ratchet machines and break into the windows, steal jewels, and get off on dirt bikes?
Well, dirt bike. It read like a Batman comic book, didn't it? It was like, whoa, the Joker's like the Riddler's is struck again.
Or was a 4 or 5 minute smash and grab. They got away with a lot of stuff, left the most expensive thing behind, and dropped the crown along the way. Which, like, bro, I'd be wearing that shit right now if I was there. Someone's so mad about dropping that thing, but like,
don't tell
King's Rally.
Yeah, well thought out. It seemed like very planned and rehearsed. Like, I don't know if that was Ocean's 14 or if we're being worked here, but
that's right. It seemed like Ocean's 14, but it seemed more like Animal Kingdom or like the Italian Job or something. It just seems it's too simple to, I'm sure getting a truck there and getting the permits, and it's more complicated.
Did you see the photo? It was like a minivan with like a fireman's ladder on top of it. Like it was like it had to like crank out and like go down. This was real work was put behind this, and it went off.
That's every episode of Animal Kingdom. They have a conversion van, and they paint it, and they put like whatever Pacific Cable on the side of it, or Pacific Gas and Energy, or whatever the van is, and
and piecing out on dirt bikes is the crucial key to this in Europe. They're never getting caught. Those guys are gone forever.
And they're like your friend from work, Shotzi Blackcard, who can like make anything in the garage and like build tanks and stuff. So, I love
it was super impressive, man. It was impressive. Like, you got to give them a little bit of credit. And,
I hope they have a buyer set up. That's all I have to say is like, I hope you have this shit already sold before you go and do it, because just, selling the show on the black market doesn't sound like a fun job at all.
Well, how do you think Soros paid for all those marchers the other day? He paid everyone. Come on, he's got to finance it some way. You steal from the Rothschilds or you borrow from the Rothschilds. One way or the other, it's the Rothschilds, because those butterscotch sucking candies are the root of all evil, as we know. All right.
I want an immediate documentary on this heist.
So do I. This absolutely needs to be a Netflix show. It needs to be at least 8 episodes.
It will be. It will be. There's no doubt it will be. They'll definitely do it. They're gonna catch. Well, if technology is as good as it is, they're gonna catch them, right? Unless these guys are really, really, really high top end like thieves. But we'll see.
there's a certain guy in Russia that could use some liquidity. And
That's
I
true.
don't, yeah.
That's true.
All right. I'm not inquiring about anyone's politics. I don't care here about this, but we just had marches. And if you were inclined or prone to march in something, are you just too damn tall to do it?
Me?
Both of you.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing any marches anywhere about for anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my.
I mean, I would ask Thomas, but that'd be about the 17th thing on the list. Like the first one's don't want to leave home. There's no food. There's no
others large crowds there. I'm definitely not going.
Right.
Too hot outside, too cold outside, too many people, too few people, too many ugly people, not enough black people, not enough white women.
Kind of my shtick.
Not enough white women, dude. Come on.
I'm not your best friend for nothing. I mean, I realize that I'm not your best friend, but you're my best friend. So.
He knows me. It's a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of things that there's nothing in this world that I would literally get out of the house and go protest. Maybe not nothing. Like
that's why
whatever it is, it hasn't happened yet. I like to I like to bitch and complain from the confines of my own home.
Me too.
It doesn't matter. Like when you go out there, regardless of which side you're on, no one's gonna hear you. The people, you're just making a stink over nothing, and most of the time clogging up traffic, which in Tampa's already a pain in the ass. So keep it moving.
So Saturday's the wrong day to get me out of the house to do anything if I'm not wrestling. I watch football in the locker room. You see me do it, sitting on my phone in the corner. Like if I'm home on a Saturday during the fall, that's not the time to get me to come do something.
For sure.
Cool. Did you go through the tall, awkward stage where you realized I better start lifting weights or do something? Or was it never, do you never have that tall, geeky stage?
Dude, in high school was crazy. I wasn't the tallest until I got to high school. So I was always a big kid. But like when I graduated high school, I was 325 pounds and 6'5", right? So I was definitely big. But I was always the big fat kid. So I guess that's what I was always that kid. And working out didn't really strike me and getting in shape till I started doing this, till I started wrestling. Because I was just okay being a big kid. I played football, went to college to play football. I was a lineman. So that was kind of the look for, a lineman, you just wanted to be as strong as possible and huge. So yeah, I mean, I never really went through a awkward stage, I guess. I mean, I was just awkward. I was just big. I was bigger than everyone,
Yeah, but 6'5" and fat is much different than 6'5" and 160, or say 5'7" and 325. So yeah, it's 6'5" over 300 is fine. And yeah, like I said, that's D lineman, O lineman kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Especially at whatever level you're at. Oh my God, I had such a good question. I thought Thomas, do something clever there. Say something fun.
Oh man, same old things. I know you have kids, but do you play video games? And one of the go-to questions I always have on the show is, what's your favorite gaming console and why is it PlayStation 2?
Well, the PS2 was the best, dude. I will agree with you because we old school cats. But no, yeah, dude, I play now. I play a lot with the 6-year-old who we've met already once. I'm sure we'll meet him again. That's what he wants to do right now. That's why he keeps coming in here. But dude, he got me. So never thought in a million years that I would play Minecraft. And we play it religiously. I built the most amazing castles in that game that you ever. It's cracked for people with attention deficit disorder. And so now I know I have it just because I sit and play that game. My wife's like, are you really sitting there playing? He'll just leave the room. Like he's done after she's like, are you still playing that? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm in the middle of something.
I love that. No, it seems like a lot of guys are playing with the kids nowadays on the video game, keeping the tradition alive, which is an easy way to keep the wife happy. Which I don't have this issue. I'm child free, but it makes sense to me. If you put your kids on the video games, we both can play video games together. Your mother can't bitch at neither of us for having daddy son time. So.
Oh yeah, dude, and that's I got 3 boys too. So I'll play with the older ones. We play some of the Call of Duty games and things like that. But yeah, and they all play sports too. So it's not like that's our downtime. So we get an hour or so that a night, maybe, if we even get that much time. But yeah, dude, it's fun. And yeah, you're out. Hey, gives her an opportunity to go to the other room and kind of just chill the fuck out and get away from all testosterone in the house.
So why all the names? Why are you sometimes Mads Krügger, sometimes Mads Krule Krugger, sometimes Mads Krule Atrosity Krule Krugger?
Man, so listen, let's go through how many names I've had since I started wrestling. You want to do that? So when I first started back in 2004, I was Dyne, D-Y-N-E, Dyne, from Final Fantasy VII, favorite game ever. By the way, go back to PlayStation 2 and video games. But then Logan Creed, became a thing around 2012. And that's actually what I was when me and Thomas met when I started MLW. And then Grogan for a month was it when they put me with the Dynasty. Yeah. And that fell through almost immediately, went back to Logan Creed. And then COVID happened, and coming out of COVID was when Court had the idea for Mads Krügger. So we did that first tapings we had with no crowd down in Orlando. So that's when that character was introduced. And that was when I kind of looked at that and I thought it looked terrible at the time. I was like, man, this is really, really basic. But this could be really cool. And so I remember I had that mask drawn that week we were down there. So that like after the first night, like I had that mask drawn, went home, found somebody to make it, ordered it. 3 months later, I got the mask, took it to Court. I was like, look at this. And he said, that's too cool. And I was like, what do you mean this is too cool? He's like, I don't need you to look cool. I need you to be a heel. And I said, okay, well, I've got to learn how to work under a mask anyway. And he didn't want me to use Mads on the indies at the time because he was really trying to protect it. So I created Krule and started doing that on the indies. And it took off on its own as well. And then when I left and came back last year, the first of the year, when we had the conversation, I said, hey, can we just kind of combine these two things? And so it can connect there. Everybody will have the connection at least. And so that's why now it's Mads Krule Krugger. It just gives people opportunity to say, if they want to call me Krule, cool. If they want to call me Mads, fine. You know, whatever you want to call me, because, you know, there are people out there who prefer the Mads. There are a lot of people who prefer just saying Krule. So they can say whatever they want now.
You're like the Dr. Pepper commercial. You can call me Ray. You can call me Jeff. So listen, Contra. Hail, there. Look at that. Very good. We should get sponsored by that and Don Gatto. Please, Don Gatto. We like to keep. Yeah, so Hail Contra was an army. Not so much an army anymore. Quan's still in Contra, but I don't see you guys interacting that much. So, like, is there like an outs between the two of you, or is it just like, you know, you're a little bit busy, he's busy stealing lucha masks? Are Joseph Samuel coming back? Is maybe they're going to be a reconstituted army? A certain someone who's below us on the window pane on the screen here has recently taken an approach towards heelishness and the more aggressive. I mean, you know, was a super heavyweight faction. I mean, he is he's every time I hear him, he's growing, and they add 5 pounds to his weight. He's pretty soon he's gonna be 6'7", 320. He's gonna be Hoser 87, brother. I mean, what's happening? What's up with Quan? Is Contra gonna reconstitute its army? This is like the longest question ever. Or are you actually like a secret face where you're battling the other, you know, two of the other giants in Bishop and Dijak, and you know, and then it's like a slow turning, like the Joel Hyatt song or John Hyatt song.
I think you're hitting all the right notes, and I'm gonna leave it alone at that. I think we've been on some side quests for sure. As far as a group goes, we kind of had our own things going on, but yeah, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil that because it's close to my heart. But I think it's gonna be very interesting moving forward. Yeah, and you hit a lot of key notes there that are good questions to ask about it and watching it.
Well, let it play out, Mr. Jeff. Let it.
Like the guy who played Booger in Better Off Dead said, "I've been in this high school 7.5 years, Lane Meyer. I'm no dummy. I've been watching professional wrestling over 50 years. I'm no dummy." So
I'll say this. You know, the reaction to what is you pointed out, and it's been playing out already, but the fact that, you know, me interacting with these heels and the reaction I'm getting from the crowd is helping tell that story.
Los Angeles was really telling a story on that the entrance to that cage match. They really loved them some Mads world champ, brother. So
well, hey, I just said this a minute ago, and he was 100% right. When I remember, I told you had that mask made, and I took it to court, and he said it's too cool. Do you know why he said that? He knew it would happen eventually, and he didn't want it to happen too soon. So,
how do you like that mask? How do you like working with that mask? I'm not gonna ask too many questions, but I know at least once or twice I've waffled you and see you have to readjust that mask.
Readjust it.
If that's a me thing or if that's how it fits. I know I hit a little hard sometimes, but is it comfortable back there? Can you breathe? Obviously you can't eat through there, but like, what's it made of? Give us a little peek behind that curtain.
No, it doesn't move around as much as sometimes it does with us. I really think it does.
Got it.
No. Actually, it's not even your fault. I've had to be careful about how much I wear it during the day.
Just have really, really strong.
I will never say that ever. No, when it gets warm. I mean, it's leather, right? So once if I've worn it for 4 or 5 hours that day, that bad boy gets a little bit loose. It's not as tight as it was when I first put it on. And then we go out there and work, and now it's really sliding around. I really had an issue with it actually in the triple threat because I had worn it so much that day before Dijak and Riddle. I mean, I was fooling with it the whole match. It pissed me off. So I've now started traveling with 2 of them, and I'll wear one for the promos and stuff during the day and whatever else we film, and I'll save one for the actual matches. So I don't have to do that. But no, it usually doesn't move around too bad. I mean, it forms fit to my face, fits well, breathes well. So yeah, it's usually not an issue. It's never an issue like on the indies at all. So that's why I was like, why is this always happening here and never out? And I was like, wait a minute, that's what's going on
all day. Yeah.
Yep.
Hero or villain, any member of Contra is always welcome on this show. Except for who may or may not be me, who always gets punched first in the Sentai Death Squad. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Any paranormal experiences?
I don't, but my grandmother had one. And so the only reason I point that out is we're talking about the most Christian, down-to-earth lady that you will ever meet in your entire life. No BS. And she swears that she saw one time coming home from the grocery store, middle of the day, over the church that she attends.
Yeah.
So that's the only paranormal story I have, like close enough that I would say I believe it. I don't think she would lie to me.
Listen, I don't think paranormal is separate from religion at all. I think it's intertwined with it. I mean, you got a Holy Ghost there for one.
Right.
I mean,
hey, some people say aliens are just angels. So
yes, I mean, so many people. Listen, when I first said it, I thought I was clever too, and then I realized that like 17 billion other people already came up with the same idea, and it made all the.
Hey, you were spinning with that Holy Ghost line, bro. You had me. That's the first time I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, she been holding on to this forever." Holy shit! I was convinced. You got me. I'm all in.
See that? I'm not a pro. I need an editor.
I'm not deep in the culture, but shit, I'm with you on that one.
Well, now I guess you said paranormal, I went UFO, but yeah, if you said now, it was mushroom induced, but
even better.
I talked to a thing one time. I actually had to move out of the house I was in. I had to leave, bro. I couldn't deal with it.
So it was like insidious.
Yeah, every time I'd come home, I was in my 20s, right? I was a bartender, and every time I'd come home to the bar and come in my house, like I wouldn't even go to my bedroom at night anymore, because like whatever would talk to me that night when I had done the mushrooms was in my room and kept telling me to come back there, and I would sleep. I slept on the couch for like a month, and I was like, all right, I'm moving. I can't deal with this anymore.
This is like the show Evil. You ever watch the show Evil?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be good. It seems like everyone looks too clean and neat. But if you watch like 3 or 4, you're like, this is actually delicious.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Delicious. I can't wait for season 4 to come on Netflix. And that's when the story ends.
Yeah, I'm still way early, so I have so little time for TV. But I try
to ask you what you're watching. Like, do you like when you download? Do you do horror?
I just did Alien Earth. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
I love Alien Earth.
Yeah, it was incredible. Really, really good. That was a great TV show.
Do you want to be my guest for a show where I review Alien Earth?
Hell yeah, dude.
Really?
We can definitely do that. Yes, I'll do that.
Oh, Thomas, I'm gonna have a
I'm out. Watch the whole season without me.
No, you're still my best friend. PJ is always going to be second. Quan is third.
I just finished Peacemaker. That's the only thing I was watching. I loved it.
I gotta get caught up. I like the first season. First season was awesome.
Season crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, listen.
All I'm saying.
Peacemaker's okay, but it's total James Gunn. Like if you like pretty colors and a lot of and if you like
Yeah, I like
yucks between people getting shot,
exactly what I like.
right? It's fine, but it's like yet another thing with like parallel dimensions. I'm so done with multi dimensions.
This is my first time with the multi-dimension. This is new to me because I'm out on all the other worlds.
Listen,
Well, if they'll just give us Marvel versus DC eventually, I will okay all of the multiverse. I will say, yep, okay, you got there. You got there and you gave us what we wanted. I want to see Wolverine
They'll
fight
got
Batman.
ideas sooner or later.
it depends who buys WBD. See if you ever you get that. They'd be idiots if they didn't do it just on like if they wanted to save direct or just streaming. It just make it because so many people will watch it just in streaming and leave.
Well,
like
that was such a big comic book release as kids, man. That was like the biggest. I think that was probably the last biggest comic book happening that I remember. I'm sure there was things a lot, but like as far as people that didn't even really into comics anymore, like that was big news back in the day when they did Marvel versus DC.
Last big thing I remember, and I was done with comic books, but it was so big it made it to my world was the death of Captain America. Like he got,
That was
he
great,
got
yeah.
shot in the head. Like that was the big one. Secret Wars was before that. The death of Captain Marvel was before. They even did the new Captain Marvel afterwards. But yeah, I remember I had the Superman versus the Hulk. It was like a giant issue, like almost like poster size comic books. Yeah, that was crazy. This is great. I can't believe that you're going to do the Alien Earth with me. Like I get,
Bro, that would be. I've watched it twice through now.
Oh
Like
my
that's
God.
how I just want because the
Don't make me
it felt
fall in love.
it felt so 80s, right? It felt like the old originals, like the way they did it. I don't know.
Sequels had like almost like Prometheus was almost good, but botched it. Now Romulus was okay. I was surprised. I thought like Romulus would be like Alien 90210, but it was actually like a okay movie. But Alien Earth, it's beautiful. I love it. It's what should have happened. It's got all the auto corporations run everything. People are trying to download themselves into machines to live forever. The world, like people saying they're like complaining. There's too much talking. I'm like, what are you talking about? That was like 10 minutes that told us everything you needed to know about the world and the different casts and who was really in charge. Like the captain's not in charge of that ship. We're going to find out why. I mean, I just thought the whole thing was remarkable.
I did too. Yeah. I saw the hate online too. And I was like, come on, which, everybody's going to hate everything now. So that doesn't really matter. But no, it was incredible show.
All right, Thomas, you going to watch it and join us, or you're like, nah?
Maybe.
He said maybe.
I have a couple other things I need to catch up on. I want to rewatch the Batman Lego movie, and I want to rewatch Penguin, and then I'm getting back out there.
I gotta watch Penguin too. I haven't seen Penguin at all, and man, my brother puts it over to me all the time. He's so pissed I haven't watched it.
It's not Alien Earth. Batman Lego movie, really? All right. So, did you love Alien Earth? Did you ever watch the prequel to Battlestar Galactica, Caprica?
That's another one. My brother is just. I was never a Battlestar Galactica guy. So
you may want to watch Caprica. You don't have to watch Battlestar Galactica because it's covers some of the same bait. It's a slow burn. It's a different show. Anyway, I'm also desperately looking for someone to review Caprica with me because I love it. Like I don't even know other people that saw, let alone love it. So I remember. So I when it came out, my first wife, we actually loved Battlestar Galactica. So we were all in on Caprica, and we're both like super bored by episode 3 or 4. And we're like, yeah, screw this. And I decided to revisit it, and I'm like, it's going to be slow the first few episodes, and I stuck with it, and I love it. I mean, Better Call Saul is the best prequel of TV.
Agreed.
Breaking Bad,
Agreed.
Perfect. This to me is probably next. Someone else said another one that was close, but for the life of me, I can't think of what it is at this point in time.
As long as they had to say any Star Wars prequel is good, that's as long as anybody that says that, just punch them in the face.
I'm in there, right? Well, I let the big guys do the punching. My punching days are long behind me, if there ever were any. I'm not Thomas. I don't hit hard where it hurts a mask.
Well, Thomas will tell you, we're too big. We don't really have to ever punch people in the face. We just stand up.
We only punch each other. We just only punch each other.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Thomas is too pretty to get punched. Come on.
Hey, I can bang. He's fucking waffled the shit out of me. I can take it.
Yeah, we get a hold of each other. We love it. That's the best part.
Just don't hit him in the nose where he could bleed. He doesn't like to bleed.
Never. Professionals.
So you didn't like the fish tank spot this past weekend that I did see? That's all the hubbub.
Dual whip piranhas, and I'll be.
There you go, Japanese style.
Hell yeah.
What's next? Do it with piranhas. There you go. Saltwater crocodiles next.
It's
year.
been done. They did piranhas in Japan. They did a pool of piranhas death match. I saw it when I was like way younger.
Same. We shouldn't have been watching it, but
yeah. I've tried it, dude. I've tried it.
Probably not. All right. So Grandma saw the ghost. You on mushrooms. You saw entities. So
yeah. I don't know what it was.
That's all right.
Probably
was it the same?
Me unlocking my third eye. That's what it was.
That's right. Your pineal gland.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Don't get me started on the esoteric. Actually, I might have to bring PJ back for you because he can go all. PJ is deep. PJ's a smart guy, and he knows all this stuff. I'm but a novice. I love when people say that you're a researcher. I'm like, I'm not a researcher. I'm on podcasts. And I listen to my guests. That's
always just I know enough about stuff to be dangerous. That's just.
I mean, if it wasn't that you were like gigantic and I'm regular size, we'd be twins. Thomas, what are you doing there? What's going on? Are you texting with a lady right now? You are.
The old lady trying to ask me what I want for dinner, and I don't know. I'm fucking doing a podcast. What do you want from me?
The old lady.
That's
breaking news. The old lady.
Yeah, Monday nights.
Okay.
Monday nights.
The old lady and Gunther. What's more romantic than that?
Nothing.
Listen, she doesn't mind the wrestling, but you need a girl that will bring food and support whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's play video games on the couch, watch wrestling, lose half of her money on football, and whatever the world takes us. Monday.
You're betting her money on football. Okay, well, that is love, isn't that? And for those who've been paying attention, no, I did not hear back from Mark Cuban, and I'm beginning to think I won't. So there's
the win.
Yeah, that was not a response to my Mark Cuban. That was or you bet on me not hearing from Mark Cuban. That would have been a pretty safe bet. All right.
Anything else on your list, Jeffrey?
No. I was actually really counting on a funny Thomas story, but I forgot that you're actually a pro and you don't kibitz and you don't politic and you actually.
You might have a funny story about me. I don't know.
Yeah, do you have a funny
story? No, listen. I'll tell you my favorite and least favorite thing about Mads is after one of these New York City shows, we were just down the block away or two, and I walk in. Jacked, bro. It's summertime, 6'5", dressed nice. Half these dudes just came from the show. I walk in like my shit don't stink and I can fight every dude in here like I'm Haku. 6 minutes of me feeling that way goes by, and I turn around and this big fuck walks in who somehow is a half an inch taller than me, but looks like he's 7'5" in real life at all times. And I felt like everybody else in the bar. I'm like, well, I felt like the toughest dude for about 5. But we both had the wherewithal, obviously, to say hi to each other because we're professionals and coworkers and friends at heart. And he's like, as a tag team, we could have took on the whole bar. So
that's exactly, dude. You remember? I walked up to you and I said, "Bro, everybody in here is staring at us. Like, if we fuck up, we're so done."
And it was one of those places where we probably could have got away with like giving someone a doomsday device and just keeping it moving. But
yeah,
we're all our best behaviors. So.
For now,
that was a fun night.
Life is a big man. Life is a big man.
Sounds good. It really does. I'm really a lot jealous. Got really a lot, especially now because I don't need to dress up. Like dressing up would have been a big deal. That would have been very expensive. But now it's like doesn't matter anymore. It's not even part of my world anymore. All right, that is really fantastic. Actually, you guys should consider doing that. I know, Thomas, you don't want to do it, but maybe try it out for a while. You could tag Malo and his partner. He's got a giant.
Listen, big guys should always be paired up, but they always break up in the long run. They can't ever stay together.
Always.
He's got Pretty Boy Smooth. Doesn't Clancy have like Ox Adams or something? Oh no, BRG has Ox Adams.
Everybody's got somebody.
Everybody's got somebody.
Everybody's got somebody. All right. Well, that's beautiful. That really is. All right. So we got some exciting stuff here. We broke some news here. Krule, where can people find you if they want to follow you? And other than the I'm obviously going to hit you up to be doing an Earth 2 show. I mean, Alien 2 show.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited to do that. That'd be fun. At Atrosity Krule on every social media platform, X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. What's the other one? I don't even.
That's it.
I don't know.
Facebook, X.
I think there's one more.
Sky, Thread.
It's all this. Oh no, I don't have some of those. But if I was on there, it's at Atrosity Krule. So
LinkedIn.
Fine.
Look up Atrocity
right.
Krule on LinkedIn.
Evidently, I have I am
IMDb, yeah, because it's
I have one. I have one of those. I didn't know I had one, but I have one. So
for some reason the IWTV stuff all counts. It's immaculate.
I love it. Yeah, there we go.
Jerry, shout out to Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. But yeah, follow me and keep up with what I'm gonna say next to piss everybody off.
But and in about 2 weeks and into the future, where can people actually buy tickets to see you?
I will be this Wednesday night. I will be in Huntsville, Alabama, doing a Wednesday night show there. At a I can't think of the name of the bar. But
the new
and then
the new Space Flight Center.
Yeah, I know. I can't. God, we were just talking about it. I can't remember right now. But GCW, GCW in New York Friday night for Shotzi's big Halloween themed show in New York, and then I'm going right back to Alabama for that same company again Saturday night. So that'll be big, and then the following week, which is Halloween, big week, Rebel Pro up in Waynesboro, Massachusetts on Thursday night, and then I'll be at Beyond Wrestling in Worcester, Massachusetts on Friday night, and then I'm flying over to LA Saturday for Circle 6 Saturday, and then I'll be home Sunday.
And of course, this Saturday, totally live, is Dios de los Muertos in LA for MLW.
That's right. Yeah, listen, that's taping. Sorry. Yeah. Well, and that's why. Hey, that's why I'm not gonna be there, or that's why I'm not wrestling Saturday night, because I'll be there. So there you go.
Actually, they said the television taping part. They've actually been much better about telling which is the TV taping part and which isn't. So
less fibbing. We all know it's a work. But hey, also make sure you check out MLW. Mads will be there. He's a world champion. It's November 20th, a rare Thursday night for us. We're in Charleston, South Carolina, the bridal shower capital of maybe not the world, South Carolina.
Hey, brother, it's listen, have you been to Charleston before?
I have. It's not bad.
Okay. I'm driving up, so we might need to have another New York
night.
It's
a small town that's normally popping in the summer, but a Thursday or Wednesday or Friday in November, I'm not really sure, but
no, it will be. It will be.
Yeah,
we'll have a good time. It's gonna be a good night.
It's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, even better. So we'll be there. There's a lot of cool people on that show. I think Shotzi's on that show.
I think we're in for some surprises that show too. So I think people are gonna it's gonna be some new faces.
Sell some people out.
Cross and Scarlet.
Yeah, Cross and Scarlet are on the poster, so we're not selling them out. And all the normal subjects will be
negotiations with some people to rent like an SUV or a minivan and maybe caravan on down there. Well, not caravan, though.
There's a shitty airport there. Fly from Joppa to Charleston.
Half the fun is the road trip.
It's the road trip, brother.
Stopping.
I used to say that until they started flying me places, and I am spoiled little bitch now because I don't want to drive nowhere.
Yeah, Jeff. Throw the old lady in the
world's
truck.
Mine. I mean, first of all, the leg space by so, but I hate going to the airport. I used to travel a lot. And so if I'm going to the airport, it better be it needs to be a 3.5 hour flight. So if I can drive it, I'd rather.
Listen, let me backtrack. If it's under 5 hours, that's a drive. I don't mind driving that because that's a podcast or two. That's going to be some good, catch up on that time. So, but anything over 6 now, man, I'm too old. Too many stops to pee, man. I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
imagine all the darn on the thoughts you can listen to in that time.
Jeff, throw the old lady in the truck, hop on 95 South, follow signs for Pedro, stop in Myrtle Beach for a night or two,
I know
Yep.
how to get there. And you know damn well I'm not throwing my South American wife into the trunk. If anything, she's throwing me into the trunk. You met her. You saw her eyebrows.
Does she drive or do you drive? Be honest.
When we're in the car together, I drive because apparently I make her nervous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy coming from her.
The whole thing is upside down. You know that.
Dude, listen, my wife will be asleep in the car in 5 minutes. I have to drive everywhere. She'll be asleep in 5 minutes unless I hit the brakes or she hears the edge of the road, that sound. And then she jumps up just pissed off. Like I'm like, come back. Just shut up and go back to sleep. Right? Go back to sleep.
I mean, my marriage is actually proof. I mean, that's why I was asking about Joseph Samael, because I have to repledge my allegiance to Samael. So, because obviously.
There you go.
It's proof that I cut a deal with some unholy spirit. I mean, that's our. So we're going to try to. All right, Thomas, where can they find you if you want to be found?
Oh man, I'm at home in Tampa. I ran into Christian of Edge and Christian fame this week at the Taylors, and then I ran into Vinny from Vinny and what's the other guy's name? He's from New England. He's an ROH. Vinny and Dutch.
Oh, Vincent Massac.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I like him.
Ran into him at the barbershop because I live in Tampa.
Where all when there was Garden of Doom, Vinny was on the show.
We love Vinny. Listen, you can find me in Tampa doing a lot of nothing. I'm actually going on vacation, Jeff. I'm glad we slipped this in. I'll be in Philadelphia this weekend hanging out. I'm going to Playa del Carmen, Mexico to do some more hanging out. I'm going to come back here and get in shape for November 20th for Charleston, South Carolina. And then I'm just doing MLW stuff. Wherever MLW is, I'm there a few days before partying. And after the show, you can find me and Mads at the local bar getting tipsy.
Absolutely.
If you're here by accident and then you like what you hear, go to the Garden of Thought on any of your major podcast carriers and you can hit subscribe. You'll generally get 3 shows a week. And well, one is sort of like this, the one with wrestlers on it. The other is sort of like Joe Rogan without the utter embrace of conspiracy, without the broness, without the celebrities, and without the success. But it's the same type of variety. I also do a bunch of stuff with Wrestling Soup. I review LFG with Lufisto. We're actually doing a retrospective this week of the season with an actual psychologist who is a wrestling fan and a woman. So, I mean, wow, it's like a hat trick there. I also review Evolve on the Wrestling Soup and Friendo's feed with White Chocolate, who's neither white nor chocolate. It's called The Dose of Chocolate. And I review MLW with Marie Shadows on her podcast, the Squared Circle podcast. So we will likely be recording this weekend after the TV taping because, we're a part of we're all keeping it real too. So, yeah, I do a lot. And hey, look, it looks like I got Krule here for, conscripted to do Alien Earth. I'm really excited about that, folks.
Let's go.
Yeah. Thanks for doing the pod, champ. Thanks for the house.
Of course, dude. Hey, thank you, bro. Shut up, bro.
Yeah. We're very
I love you, brother. I do.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
All right, guys. Everyone, be well.